Signal received. Transmission secure. Alright, Cypher. Looks like this is the real thing. Ready to invade the Eagle's Nest?
You better believe it.
The Eagle and his men are holed up in an old refinery beneath the river. Sending coordinates now. You'll lead the forward assault, but military reinforcements will surround the base and follow you in. Primary objective is to capture or eliminate the Eagle himself.
Acknowledged and understood.
Your secondary objective is the Eradicators. The terrorists have begun launching their biomechanical weapons over Imperial worlds. Once the devices are ready, the terrorists can fire on cities and military bases from orbit.
Why haven't the devices been activated already?
It could be the Eradicators aren't fully mature, it could be their activation is more complicated than expected. When you're in that base, don't let anyone escape. Don't let the Eagle murder again. Watcher 2 out.
Hey, Agent. Take a look at this.
Where is she?
I don't know. How would I know?
Khalil Janus and her Twi'lek associate was seen attacking exchange resources on Nar Shaddaa. Should I believe you wouldn't seek revenge? I want her last known location and I want it now!
I love it. Listen to that little tremor in his voice. He's adorable.
Who was that? And why is he after you?
Ijal and I go way back. Soon as I show my face, he starts torturing people to track me down. He's been obsessed ever since we split up on Farstein. For an arms dealer, he's kind of sweet. Makes me feel wanted.
You enjoy being stalked by an arms merchant?
He could have anyone, but he wants me. I think it's nice. Of course, if he finds me, he might be dangerous. I might need someone to protect me from the bad, nasty man.
You're perfectly capable of protecting yourself.
No kidding. I'll keep you in the loop. Next recording gets out, we can watch it together. If you can guess who's been talking to Nemro the Hutt, you owe me a drink.
From your tone, I'd say I'm looking at her.
Bingo. If you don't have a bottle on you, I'll take my prize in cash. Me and the Crime King were wrapping up some old business, long story. But he let slip something interesting. Remember Yajal, my arms dealer cum stalker? He's been touching base with a lot of guys I used to work with, Nemro included.
Why would he be talking to Nemro?
He just wants information. Here's the problem. Now that Yajal's tipped his hand, some of my other ex-partners, the ones with grudges, they figure they need to hit me before Yajal does. We're talking people who should have moved on years ago. Guess I left a mark.
You do have a way with people. What should we expect?
I'm not gonna make a list, but first example who comes to mind, card shark named Tatigo. Not a lot of guts, but he was rich and cute. We lived the high life until I broke his heart. Bet he'll hire some sleazebag to find me.
People don't chase after you for years just because you were a couple.
No, people don't chase after you for years. Me, I'm an addiction. All right, we've got a problem. I told you about my ex-partners, how they decided to come after me? Well, that's fine. I can deal with that. What's not fine is when random freaking bounty hunters come after me because they smell a trend.
You do know that most people don't have this problem.
Yeah, I know. Guy's called the Menace. Never worked with him, never dated him, never heard of him. He's tracking me down. Apparently got a rep as a duelist. Probably wants to auction me to anyone with a grudge.
You went after Anne Spichel to auction her off?
I nabbed her because it was personal. The money was just sense. Look, we need to do something. Get a little aggressive. You in?
Everything is secondary to the mission, you know that.
Yeah, I know what your priorities are. But we're gonna handle this. Just watch. Hey, I know I've been busy, but when are you gonna buy me that drink?
I never promised to buy you a drink.
Bet you want to. I know how you treat girls on missions. Play the professional, get their interest, and then just walk away. You can't walk away from me. How does that make you feel?
I'm not going to dignify this.
Yeah? Why not?
Trust that I have reasons and leave it at that.
Fine. I'll leave it at that, loser.
Agent, we're finalizing our exit report for the diplomatic service. 34 pages of seating charts, ambassador profiles, and appendices. We'll transmit it to our superiors, and then we're yours full-time.
From now on, you'll be writing fewer reports and taking orders seriously. Lives depend on your obedience.
We understand. And we gladly follow your lead. We look forward to this. We used to advise first contact missions into the unknown regions. It gave us a taste for novelty. We're a different person now, but we're sure you'll show us interesting things.
All right, make me look good. You and me, we're getting good. All right, make me look good. Rise and shine. Shine.
Sir, we're cut off. Thurston and Gerald tried to get out, but the Imperials are all over the swamps.
They would be. Damnation. I promised Gerald she'd die with the detonator in one hand and a glass of brandy in the other. Seems she's made a liar of me.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be. You were everything I could have hoped for. Now carve us a path out. I'll follow soon. All right, I see you. The least I could do was send the boy off with hope. But have you seen the strength of the revolution? Cells on Nar Shaddaa, Tholet and Molvar, Alderaan, Balmorra. It's an inspiration, no matter how it ends.
Your inspiration is terrorism. Plain and simple.
Nothing is plain or simple about terrorism, about rebellion, or about covert intelligence. That's your field, I presume. You don't look military. Tell me something. How much of my story has the Empire uncovered? What have your methods found?
No one cared about you before you killed Darth Jadus. I don't think there was much to learn.
Then listen. I'll tell you about the birth of the Eagle. I was a starfighter pilot. I flew in the battles of Coruscant and Druckenwell. Those were romantic days. Then, I began to lose squad mates. Some fell to Republic troopers. Imperial intelligence erased others. I wondered, was my empire worth it?
A true soldier, any true Imperial would know the answer to that.
I was a true Imperial. I was a blasted hero. I realized that the Empire destroys people. Our once great society runs on human fuel and serves no purpose beyond ego. I decided to fight for a return to the old Empire. The Empire isolated on Drummond Cass for 1,000 years. I thought I could succeed.
You really think things were better before we showed ourselves to the Republic?
During our dark millennium, we reached our civilization's zenith. Modern ambition has corrupted us. I recruited allies who felt as I did, but we were so few. Then, I was approached by a patron, someone who gave me a list of other revolutionaries, other revolutions across the galaxy.
His patron? Who was he?
Even I'm not sure, but I'm more certain than ever how far the Empire has fallen. I sought my counterparts on many planets. They hated for different reasons, but we all shared a vision of the Empire's defeat. I gave up my name to lead them. I was no longer an ex-starfighter pilot. I was the Eagle. I was what the revolution needed.
Time's up. You're dead.
It won't end with my death, though. It won't even end on Eradication Day.
Easy. If you say so.
Of course.
Oh, damnation. Even surrounded, even seeing you, I didn't think it would happen like this. But you haven't won. The Eradicators will still activate. Even without orders, without targets, they'll shoot blind. Random. Fire will rain upon the Empire.
Why? How will that serve the cause?
The Eradicators won't hit my targets, but rampant, they'll cause chaos and death. You should be proud. One of your own people proposed the devices. My patron, a servant of the Empire behind it all.
Shut up and die.
All clear. The building is secure.
Cypher 9. Good to see you again, sir.
I don't know if you remember. I'm Watcher 3. We met on Drummond Cass. Keeper sent me with your reinforcements.
Glad you could make it.
My orders are to check the Eagle's computers, see if I can retrieve any data. I'll also check out that device there. I think it's an Eradicator.
Is that going to be dangerous?
Shouldn't be. The Eradicators are designed for orbital attacks. Guess we'll find out. Cypher, I've got some preliminary findings. It's not good news. I overheard what the Eagle said. Looks like he was telling the truth. If no one gives the Eradicators new orders, they'll go mad. Fire randomly.
Who thought that was a good failsafe?
It's part of their organic nature. Not really a choice, I don't think. Here's the good part. I figured out their control mechanism. Transmit the proper codes, and you can set the device's targets, disable them, anything. The Eagle stored half the control codes on his computers. Someone else must have the second half.
The Eagle mentioned a patron.
Yes, sir. The one inside the Empire. I'm not sure what that means. You should head to Drummond Cass. I don't think there's anything more you can do here, and Keeper wants you back at headquarters.
You and me, we're getting good.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
You and me? Rise and shine. You and me, we're getting good.
Cypher 9, come inside. This should be a triumphant moment. It's a tremendous achievement bringing down the Eagle. But the crisis has only escalated. The Eradicators could begin firing at any moment.
I understand, sir.
Watcher 2, your report.
The Moths have placed local forces on alert, and a search for the Eradicators is underway. Unfortunately, trends suggest we can only find one device every 5 hours. It'll be weeks before we destroy them all.
Disappointing, but not a surprise. Damage projections?
Estimates are 10 to 50 million deaths on each planet targeted. 40% military, 60% civilian.
I assume you have a plan.
In order to deactivate the Eradicators en masse, we need the control codes. Half the codes were on the Eagle's computers. We can only surmise that the other half are with the Eagle's patron.
Yes, the patron. A man whom the Eagle claims is inside the Empire.
Any idea who it could be?
I have my doubt that this patron is really a highly placed Imperial. It seems unlikely such a person could escape our scrutiny. Nonetheless, we can't ignore the possibility of a traitor. That's why we're meeting privately. Only the people in this room know the full situation.
You sent Watcher 3 to Hutter. He knows too.
An oversight. Watcher 3 has been instructed not to speak to anyone. Finish the report, Watcher 2.
The Eagle had been sending periodic transmissions to someone in the Artus system. Artus is uninhabited, devoid of resources and off the major hyperlanes. Our patron could certainly hide there.
I want you to lead a mission to Artus. You're to find the Eagle's patron and obtain his half of the control codes. Watcher 2 will rendezvous with you there. She knows more about the Eradicators than anyone.
I'll be glad to have her around. We'll get the job done.
Your ships will be outfitted with cloaking devices. They'll only last one jump, but they'll get you into Artus unnoticed. After that, infiltrate whatever base the patron is using. Recover the Eradicator control codes and stop the threat. Watcher 2, you're dismissed.
If you want to talk before the mission, I'll be at my station.
There is one more thing. Darth Sorid heard you were returning to Drummond Cass. She wants to speak to you.
Any idea what she wants?
No, she tells me very little. When you're through, head to the Artus system. This is our only chance, Cypher. Fail, and we all pay a grievous cost.
Cypher, I'm glad you stopped by. I've been going over the mission parameters, studying the Eradicator control codes, scans of the Artus system. We're facing a mystery, and I hate mysteries.
You may hate mysteries, but you're pretty good at solving them.
I am. I don't mind having that recognized. Call it vanity, but I like knowing my creation served a purpose. What about you? What's been going through your head since this countdown to Eradication Day started?
All I can think is that someone's betraying us.
Don't. Keeper knows the players involved, and Lodenth and I can run the psychological profiles. If someone's disloyal, we'll find out.
You sound awfully sure of that.
I am. And I don't want to discuss the matter further. In any case, you should get ready. The Eradicators won't wait for either of us.
Let's get this done.
We don't have much of a choice, do we? Once you take off for the Artus system, I'll be on your tail. We'll meet out there.
Easy. Back in a pinch. Easy.
After this drink.
We'll begin.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
You and me, we're getting good.
Physical trauma includes electrical burns, lacerations, and retinal damage. Transfer to a Colto tank for long-term recovery is strongly recommended.
You suggest a Dark Council member hide in a vat? For healing?
I am programmed to dispense medical advice based on all relevant factors.
Get out! Have yourself disassembled, made into a probe and sent to the most desolate place in the Empire! Look, Agent, they hurt me, and then they laughed. How could they?
Who did, my lord?
After Viorianal broke, I called the Council to assembly. I demanded the Lords give me the respect I was due. Some were angry, mocked me. They tormented me and warned me not to overstep my bounds again.
The Dark Council did this?
They called me an arrogant child, unworthy of my position. It's all Jadis's fault. He was my master, but he never taught me what I needed to know. Now he's dead, and I'm not ready for his council seat.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry.
For letting my father get assassinated, or for failing me. I know what's happening in Imperial intelligence. I know you're going on a mission, and that the Eagle wasn't the man you thought. Swear that you'll find whoever really killed my father. Swear that the man responsible will pay for forcing me into this wretched life.
I swear I will make him pay.
Yes. You will exact my revenge, and the world will be made right. I have gifts for you, Agent. Take them with my blessing and leave me to salt my wounds. And to gain strength from my hatred.
Good. You and me, we're getting good. Nice place. The Eagle's partner travels in style.
Cypher, there's no one to welcome us. Seems our cloaking devices worked.
Don't get overconfident, this could be a trap.
I'm aware of that possibility. This starship is a modified Imperial dreadnought, maximum crew complement of 5,000. It's also jamming long-range communications, so I can't check its registration or call for reinforcements.
Our traitor is hiding his tracks.
Nonetheless, top priority is finding the eradicated command codes before the weapons initiate a random firing pattern. This data spike contains our half of the codes. Once you obtain the other half, you should be able to control the eradicators from any computer.
Any idea where the codes might be stored?
If we're lucky, they'll be on the bridge computers, and you can deactivate the eradicators from there. If they're not, I don't know. I do have one other thing for you. A comlink implant. So long as you're wearing it, I can monitor your situation and speak to you privately.
Is this one-way communication, or can I reply?
Subvocally. Whisper to me and no one else will hear. While you search the interior, I'll try to slice the security systems. We're counting on you. Put an end to this.
It's a grand social experiment. There's probably 100 of us from across the Empire, all saved from the fire. Who knows how or why. For the most part, we're left to ourselves, squabbling and fighting, left to fear our own shadows. But we know the Master's out there, and I'm convinced there's a plan at work. Somebody wants to change us. Someone wants to control us.
It's been... I don't know how long it's been. I lose count of the days during the blackouts. The ones furthest along. They say our terror transforms us into the Master's image. Well, I'll tell the Master what's really happening. We're learning to fight back. Do you hear me, Master? We'll kill you for this. We'll kill you.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
I was so happy when I got the invitation. Everything was going to change for me. Leave home for a year? Why has the Master picked me to survive when hundreds died? And now the rest of us, one by one. My mother was a slave, but I wasn't, because my father was an officer. I don't want to end up like her. Oh, please. Please, someone rescue us.
You feel that prickling? Like maggots.
So, you've arrived at last.
Cypher, I know that voice.
I expected too little of you. You served me well on Hutter and on Dromond Kaas. I should have known you would serve me again.
It is an honor, my lord.
An honor that you have earned.
Okay, you're going down right now.
Your follower believes she has been betrayed. She is contemptible and beneath me.
Creepy scumbag. You are so dead.
Accept the gift of your life, Agent, and we will discuss Terror, the Empire, and the Sith.
As you wish.
Be careful, Cypher. Please be careful.
I'm trying to analyze the situation, but it'll take time, and if he has the command codes...
It was my desire that the Eagle unite the Terror cells. It was my desire that my flagship be destroyed. I required a weapon that the Dark Council would overlook. The terrorists became my unknowing servants and carried out my plan.
What does the Dark Council have to do with this?
Everything. A member of the Council is forced to politic, to struggle against his rivals. The waste is unimaginable. With my false death, I escaped the eyes of the Dark Council and of Imperial intelligence. After the Dominator, I came here, bringing with me those passengers worthy of elevation. I maneuvered my pieces into place.
I was there for the terrorist attack. Intelligence was sure you were dead.
The Schwarz gas incinerated only part of the ship. My power held together the remains.
Keep him talking. Damn it. We can't fight him on our own. His power is second to the Emperor's.
I accomplished two things during my absence. First was the diminution of the Dark Council. Upon my death, my former enemies began warring amongst themselves, vying to claim my resources. Darth Jored's arrival escalated the chaos. My daughter is doomed, but she is an adequate distraction.
I can't call for reinforcements so long as that jamming field is active. But he'll annihilate anything less than an army.
You said your death accomplished two things. One was weakening the Council. What was the other?
Throwing the Sith into disorder was only the start. The rest of the Empire had to be prepared as well. That was the Eagle's purpose, to sow fright and hatred. All this while, my eradicators were growing. Now they are ready, and my victory is close at hand.
What victory? What are you talking about?
The eradicators will destroy the strongholds and apprentices of my enemies on the Council. So too will the eradicators terrorize the Empire. Then I will return to the Council and lead the Empire into a new age, an epoch of terror.
It's an ambitious plan.
I see where this is going. He needs the eradicators to make this work, but you have half the command codes.
Under my rule, all people will revel in fear and degradation. These prizes will no longer be hoarded by Sith. But without both halves of the Eradicator codes, my weapons cannot be targeted. They will merely cause chaos.
I have half the codes. I assume you have the other?
Yes, embedded within this ship. Without orders, the Eradicators will fire blindly. This serves neither of us. Enter your codes into the ship so the Eradicators can target my enemies. You will be rewarded. You will be my herald.
Tell me about these rewards.
Authority, wealth, a place in my vision. The respect intelligence has denied you.
What does that mean?
Blood purity is a notion whose time has passed. Consider an empire where there is no limit to what an alien might become.
Your reasoning is persuasive, my lord.
There is no other way. If you refuse, you will die at my hand. The Eradicators will still reap untold destruction. Your sacrifice would mean nothing. I can be merciful. Take the time to consider your choice. Then we can begin the true work.
Yes, my lord.
Think on my words, Agent, and embrace my will.
Alright, stay focused and don't look at Jadis. How are you holding up? Can we put together a plan?
I know what I'm going to do. It wasn't a hard choice.
Before you make any decisions, please, hear me out. We need to re-examine our priorities. We came here to stop the Eradicators, but we weren't prepared for reality. Our plan now has to focus on neutralizing Darth Jadis. Everything else is peripheral.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, Cypher. The numbers aren't in our favor. You can deactivate the Eradicators right now. Just combine the codes in the bridge computers. But to keep Jadis from reactivating them, you'd have to blow up the ship's reactor. It's a suicide run, and chances are Jadis will escape.
You have another suggestion?
We trick Jadis. We give him the codes and let him launch his attack. Once the Eradicators start their bombardment, you slip off the bridge and take the ship apart. You sabotage the jamming field, hyperdrive, and shields. Then I can call in reinforcements. The military, the Dark Council, forcing Jadis to surrender. The Eradicators are deactivated as soon as feasible.
Is it really better than blowing up the ship?
It's cleaner, more precise, more thorough. Let's be clear. If we give Jadis the command codes, then yes, he'll murder thousands before we stop him. But the human cost is acceptable. The only alternative is to let Jadis escape and do worse down the line.
You're assuming I want to stop his plan, but maybe I agree.
You're not serious. Whatever he has planned for the Empire, it can't be beneficial.
I wouldn't be doing it for the Empire. I'd be doing it for me.
Cypher, please, I'm begging you to reconsider. If you disable the Eradicators here and now, I'll help you. We'll destroy this ship, save a lot of people, in the short term. But my advice is this. Use the codes to let Jadis launch his attack. Sacrifice lives and seize this chance. We can end his threat forever.
Not a problem.
Counting on my luck?
We'll begin.
A wise decision, Agent. Our new age begins. Across the Empire, the Eradicators will burn cities and destroy the prizes of my enemies.
You can still reconsider, Cypher. You don't have to ally with Jadis. He trusts you. Get off the bridge so we can sabotage the ship. We can make this plan work.
Watcher 2 is in the hangar. She should be dealt with.
I see. I applaud you for your loyalty to me.
You'll regret this, Agent, I swear.
What was that? Fine, sell her out. But to Jadis?
My guardians will take her alive if possible. She may prove useful. But affairs are moving quickly, and we must ensure no other surprises await us.
The new age will arrive on schedule. I promise.
Yes, you understand. The Eradicator's purge will ready the Empire for my coming. But there is one death you must see to personally. Go to Dromund Kaas and kill Darth Jorid. Her seat on the council belongs to me.
I hear and obey, my lord.
When Jorid's blood cools, contact me from her chambers. Then I will return home.
You're going to love this.
Rise and shine.
This wasn't the plan. Not a problem. If you say so.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Rise and shine.
You! What have you done? Whole cities are being torched by the Eagle's weapons. The Dark Council is in a rage. You were supposed to stop the attack.
Listen to me, Jorid. Your father is alive.
My father? Dad, you're lying. Darth Jadus is dead. He died because of the Eagle and the Dark Council and everyone.
Jadus ordered me to kill you.
He wouldn't do that to me. He would kill me himself. You lie! After all the times I spared you. But there'll be no mercy now.
Want some of this?
Speak. Is Darth Jorid dead?
She is, my lord.
Good. With Jorid gone, I may return. The Eradicators will continue their bombardment, and the Dark Council will kneel. In the years to come, the Empire will be remade in my image, and Imperial intelligence will bring our enemies under control.
As you say, Lord Jadus.
You have proven your loyalty and your strength, and I name you my hand, my personal agent in this new age. As the Hand of Jadus, you will continue to serve intelligence, but you serve me before all others, as will all creatures in time.
Your trust will not be misplaced.
Await my coming and spread word of the changing order. Spread word of a new beginning for the Empire.
So here's the deal. I've been working through the list of guys and gals who might come after me. Ex-partners, hookups, the usual. I'm ready to hit them whenever you are. Last we talked, though, you were pussyfooting around.
You must be imagining things.
I bet. Doesn't matter. You're gonna help me anyway. I went over your head, talked to the Watchers about placing a few death marks. Imperial intelligence is now officially targeting my exes.
It's not your place to suggest mission objectives.
Then maybe I should just do this without you. I thought you'd want in. There's 4 targets. Roll my pirate, Yajal the arms dealer, Todd Teagle the card shark, and that bounty hunter who's following along. I've got locations, so all we need to do is show up and start shooting.
Don't you dare ignore me. I will not stand for insubordination from anyone.
Great. We'll just wait for my exes to come kill me. You change your mind, you know where to find me. I love working together.
This is Watcher 3 to Cypher 9. Sorry to cut your leave short, sir, but we need you. Terrorist mop-up is officially over, and the search for Lord Jadis is on hold. The war just took top priority.
Give me the situation.
You're being recalled to headquarters. Keeper will brief you on your next mission. Watcher 3 out.
All right, make me look good.
We're quite pleased with the result. The hive mind will find a way.
Hey, Rawl. How's the arm?
I'm sure you have quite a history together, but I'd like to get through your list of targets.
Don't pay attention to him. I mean, pay attention to the fight, just not what he says. All right, make me look good. Here's where my arms dealer buddy hangs out. Follow my lead. Hey, Flunky, where's Yajal?
I'll let him know you're here.
Khalil Janus, as I live and breathe. I didn't expect to find you at my shop.
No one else has got what you've got.
So very true. Tell me, have you brought my money so I can quit paying my thugs to harass you?
You shouldn't have caused her trouble.
Sorry, Yajal. Don't have the cash.
I will have you both killed.
All right, make me look good. rise and shine. You and me, we're getting good. No weapons allowed, but I bit a guy's ear off once. Security bootlegged the footage. Not a big fan of casinos. Done. Not a problem. So this card player, just need to get his people off my back.
Tell the Hutt I always appreciate a fan, but I don't need anyone to stake me.
Hello, Ta. Look who you found.
Khalil? Khalil, it's fantastic to see you. Who's your friend?
I work with her, and she wanted me here for this.
Of course, I understand.
You want to tell me what you were thinking looking for me? Hiring investigators? Bribing dock managers?
I just wanted to find you.
You're messing with my life. A lot of people want me dead, and if you find me, a lot of other people find me too.
I didn't think I wanted you back with me. I want to share the penthouse again, and the money, and... I want you not to leave.
He's the threat we came to deal with.
I never said he was a fighter.
Why'd you leave, Khalil?
You're not asking the questions. You listen good, you worm. I'm not going to let you ruin me.
So you'll kill me instead, for not giving up on you?
We don't have time for this, just shoot him.
You want to know why I left behind the flash and the credits, Ta? It's because you're boring. Let's go. Hope the next target's more interesting.
I can spare the time.
Done.
I'm on it.
We'll report when we're done.
Not a problem. If you say so.
So according to what I got, this is the last place anyone saw our bounty hunter. The Menace. Loser wants a piece of me just because everyone else does. We'll show him what it's like to be hunted.
You live a bad life, you come to a bad end.
You said it. Doesn't look like anyone's home. That's okay. We can wait. Think we got something.
Cleo, you haven't changed.
Do I know you?
You should.
Ona Querrit, the woman you left on Elysia, remember?
No way. You're kidding.
You want to tell me why you're hunting Cleo?
My business isn't with you.
She's Senator Querrit's daughter. Rich brat. I showed her how to live.
You seduced me into leaving my father, leaving Coruscant.
You got to see new places, hang with the Black Sun. Her dad didn't even cut off her accounts.
He thought I'd been kidnapped. When you disappeared, I cried for a month. I couldn't go home. But on Alderaan, they taught me how to duel, so I became this.
Well, Cleo, you ready to see what a rich brat can do?
I'd love to see what you can do. Tell you what, you win, drinks are on me.
If I win, I am bringing you to justice.
Rise and shine. Let's go down that list again. Roll, check. Ijal, check. Tatigel, check. The Menace, check. You and me, Agent, we are freaking king and queen of the galaxy.
I went along with your plan. That doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
What's your problem? We did great. No one else is trying to kill me. Clean slate. Forget those losers. Forget intelligence if you want. You and me have got a future.
You've lied to, abandoned, or tried to kill every person who ever cared for you. You manipulated me into erasing your past. You'll forgive me if I'm not in the mood.
What do you want me to say? Things will be different? The point is, we're having fun now. At least I was. Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
All right, make me look good.
Always go for the quick and silent kill.
Rise and shine.
Cypher 9, come in. Lord Jadis told us you were returning to duty.
I was fighting a war. Now I'm told I'm needed here.
Yes, I requested your assistance. Since Eradication Day, Lord Jadis has been solidifying his control. In honor of our successes, he's made changes to our department. My predecessor was elevated to Minister of Intelligence. That makes me the new Keeper of Operations Division.
I'm surprised. You fought against Jadis aboard his ship.
I served the Empire. At the time, Lord Jadis appeared to be the enemy. His mercy was most generous. I'm mounting an operation against the Republic Strategic Information Service. Our concern is this man, Arden Koth. SIS for nearly a decade, responsible for 16 covert projects in the Mid-Rim. The best spy master our enemies have.
I assume we've tried to assassinate him already?
Yes, but no one's come close. Arden Koth's division recently received a classified sanction from the Republic Senate. Complete autonomy. No restrictions on their activities. The Republic believes Arden Koth can win the war. We need to know what he has planned.
Do we have a full workup on him?
There's very little. Born on Dantooine, disappeared a while, then joined the SAS after the Treaty of Coruscant. Motivations unknown. Revenge seems probable. Since receiving his own division, he's instigated 3 slave rebellions, 1 corporate takeover, and, we believe, inspired 2 of our own generals to defect. Now imagine him with unlimited resources and no ethical restraints.
Does he have vices? A mistress? Anything?
Not that we can find. Maybe you can do more. Imperial intelligence has leaked documents to the SIS suggesting that one of our trustworthy agents is traumatized. At the same time, we sent anonymous messages to Arden Koth's team from an inside source. They now believe a cipher is ready to turn. I want you to make contact with the SIS and offer to be their spy inside the Empire.
The Republic will ask me to prove myself.
Do what you have to, but do it discreetly. No official sanction. Your objective is to earn their confidence, uncover their plan, and eliminate Arden Koth himself. This is a long-term, deep-cover mission. I should warn you, this sort of work can be psychologically taxing. You will be isolated. Even most intelligence personnel won't know the truth.
I can handle the pressure. Just remember whose side I'm really on.
We've set up a meet with one of Arden Koth's men. You leave for Nar Shaddaa within the hour. Bury whatever loyalties you have. You'll know when the time comes to strike.
Seeing you return to the ship always warms my circuits, Master.
Everything went without a hitch.